What is up, guys, and welcome back. So Fluffington likes to sleep outside. He's right there. And I leave their door open at night so the boys can get in and out. And some of them sleep outside, some of them sleep inside. Fluff almost always sleeps outside, or at a minimum, he's almost always outside when I come over in the morning. Yeah, so the title of the video, and see, my rain buckets are full because it just will not stop raining. And I know you guys out west, I'm feeling for you. We've been in drought conditions before, but wow, you guys are really getting hit hard this year. So over the weekend we had a craft show. We were back in Ashville, Ohio, which was the site of the worst craft show we've ever had, ever. 50 hours for virtually no money. Why would you go back to Asheville? Well, guys, we plan most of our shows January, February, March, April. We just line them up for the whole year, because if you don't get all your stuff in, a lot of the big shows and the really good shows, you won't get in. There's too many applicants. So we basically have all of our shows locked down to March, April, May at the latest. So then if you find out something's a dud, like this year for us, we've tried a bunch of new things, trying to double the soap business. I think we're on point to do that pretty easily, I would say. We had to add more shows to our schedule in order to accomplish that. And we're kind of finding out that craft fairs or carnivals or festivals like homecomings, things with rides and activities like that, people are just coming to those to ride rides, hang out with their friends, eat some food. They're not really coming to buy crafts. Unfortunately, we're already locked in to the shows for this year, so knowing that now doesn't do us much good. We just have to show up, put in our time, and just hope we won't be doing any of those next year. But as is with today's weather, here's what it looks like today. Every time it starts to rain around here, we get flood warnings because the ground is just super saturated. I'll show you this another picture with the actual flood warning in the area. It's just crazy. It's insane. I mean, I have weeds over here. It's been hot and it's been wet. It's like we live in a tropical climate. That right there is a basic thistle. That thing is at a minimum 10 feet tall. It's insane. It's insane. It's just a basic thistle. It's as big around as a freaking tree trunk like that. Those normally grow to about 8 to 10 inches tall around if you're not mowing them. And all the weeds are doing that. It's crazy. But Saturday's show, we had gone Friday night, so everything was already set up. The tent, the table, the soap was all set up. Now, every time we leave a craft show like that, we take our product with us. We take the soap with us. It sweats. It pulls moisture out of the air. I've seen a couple other soap makers doing shows this time of year talking about how you can't leave the soap out or it starts pulling moisture out of the air. It looks like condensation on the soap. So we always bring our soap home. So that was our lifesaver. So none of our product was there. And guys, here is here's kind of the aftermath of that. That's our canopy. Guys, so we were set up in Ashville, Ohio yesterday at a food truck festival. You can see the food trucks all around. I think most of them have left now. This entire area was canopies and tents and craft vendors, and all that back there was vendors. Let me just say it short and sweet, it's all gone. We had just a rip roaring storm come through here. This girl lost all of her glass, all of her stuff. The storm was insane, and there's lots of counties that it hit that just destroyed. We're on a lot of craft show pages that we follow, and just destroyed. So we're basically here picking up the pieces. It looks like the amazing staff, thank you, and everybody that was here, we would have done the same for picking up the pieces of everybody's stuff. So I think we're just on a cleanup mission now and see what we've lost. The tent sucked away with 250 pounds of weight on it. Their main carnival tent had 400 pounds of weight on it, and that came up off the ground and flew. If that tells you anything about the storm, I am gonna put this down for a second so I can do some seriously major maneuverability. So, all the amazing vendors. This lady right here.
Hi, I'm Christina.
She did an amazing job of just like rallying people and pulling everybody's stuff under tents. So thank you. Lots of people. So those are 60 pounds a piece times 4. Just ripped the buckles off of them. Broke the straps through the tent. But they did manage to get all of our stuff piled back up in another tent. This lovely lady also helped. I think we're just on a clean up and get out, yeah?
So far, it doesn't look like if we're missing anything.
What about our light?
Like
even my light's there. It was attached to the tent. It was magneted to the tent. So yeah, we're just gonna clean up and get out. And then other than that, I mean, it looks like we have everything, yeah?
So
except
far,
for the canopy.
Except for the tent, yeah, except for the tent.
Maybe some of these little signs.
I found more. I think we have
but those
most,
are fixable.
if not all.
Yeah, those are fixable, so.
I think we lost Streusel.
We lost Streusel. This cookie's still hanging in there tough. We'll print her a new picture. I'm gonna shut this off and pack up and get out of here. There were probably 8 or 10 vendors that lost a lot of their stuff thanks to the people who were local and were at the show and just started grabbing people's stuff and throwing it under a tent. I cannot thank you guys enough. Our tent blew away with 240 pounds on it. One of the main tents of the festival had 400 pounds of weight on it. That blew away. It was just carnage. But when we got there, they had already kind of, because we didn't need to get to the show until about 4:30. It was just mostly cleaned up by the time we got there. But to the people who were there and started grabbing people's stuff and pulling it under tents, guys, I gotta tell you, our 240 pound weights plus 80 pounds of tent sucked up in the air, turned into garbage, and not a single business card lifted off the table. But the ladies grabbed our table, ripped it up back against the building wall, put it under a tent, all of our stuff with it. So we actually didn't end up losing anything except the tent, guys. So thanks for that. We do have insurance, but you know, $200 to buy a new tent versus the deductible. We just went out and bought a new tent. There was a couple people that lost everything. So I hope you guys are covered. So guys, we made it out of there with just losing the tent, and I can live with that. We did end up going out, we bought a new tent, and we're good to go. So we didn't lose any product. We didn't lose. I lost a picture of Streusel, so I'm gonna have to reprint that. But guys, to walk away from that with just losing the tent is crazy. Thanks for watching. Please, my views are basically in the toilet, and I know that because I'm not putting out goat content. I'm putting out what we're doing, guys. So that's us. Go click all the buttons for me. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a stranger. Please share the videos. Thanks to you guys that are watching, regardless of what I put out. I do appreciate that. Goats are coming this weekend. I also have a huge surprise coming, not this weekend's video. The August 6th video is gonna be a huge surprise. Long awaited for, long missed event coming up. I'm going to be doing an event at the end of August that is going to be huge for us, huge for the channel. So I'll bring you guys in for that, obviously. And outside of that, I mean, we have a pretty, I don't want to try to over dramatize it too much, but we have a pretty big life-changing event coming up for us. And so if I'm not getting stuff out, I apologize for that, but got a lot on my plate right now, guys. So thanks for watching for those of you who are, and thanks for sharing. Gummy.